In the misty dawn of ancient Kyoto, temple bells echoed through the valleys, and the scent of cherry blossoms drifted through the cool morning air. Along a cobblestone path walked a lone figure, Ryo Tanaka, once a proud warrior of the shogun's army, now a ghost of his own past. His sword, once a symbol of honor, had remained sheathed for years, not because peace had come, but because guilt had silenced him. Years ago, under the reign of Shogun Tokugawa Iemitsu, whispers of rebellion stirred in the shadows. A secret clan, known as the Black Mist, had risen with a vow to overthrow the empire. Ryo, loyal and disciplined, was chosen to infiltrate them and end the uprising. Carrying a sealed letter bearing the shogun's emblem, he began his journey through forests thick with fog and silence heavier than the weight of his armor. After days of travel, Ryo reached a hidden fortress deep within the mountains, the heart of the Black Mist. Expecting enemies, he instead found mystery. Their leader, Lady Kurahana, awaited him not with swords but with words. Her eyes, dark as the rain-soaked night, looked directly into his soul as she spoke softly, "The empire you protect, Ryo Tanaka, stands upon the bones of the forgotten." Those words pierced him deeper than any blade ever could. Still, he remained silent and stayed among them, pretending to be one of their own. But as days passed, Ryo's eyes began to open. He saw the burned villages, the starving peasants, the endless suffering caused not by rebels, but by the empire he once served. His heart trembled with a truth he could no longer ignore. One night, standing on a hill beneath a sky full of stars, Lady Kurahana came to him again. The lights of Kyoto flickered faintly in the distance, and she whispered, "Justice is not born in palaces, Ryo. It is born in pain." Her words haunted him. And the next morning, when a messenger arrived from the shogun ordering him to destroy the Black Mist completely, Ryo knew that his destiny had changed forever. How could he kill those who had only sought freedom from tyranny? His loyalty broke that day, not to the shogun, but to his own conscience. As the crimson moon rose over Kyoto, the shogun's soldiers surrounded the fortress. Arrows rained from the sky like burning comets. The mountains shook with the roar of war. Ryo stood between two worlds, the empire he had sworn to defend and the people he had learned to understand. In that storm of blood and fire, he drew his sword once more. It moved like wine through the cherry blossoms, striking with precision and sorrow. He fought not as a soldier, but as a man seeking redemption. When Ryo finally reached the inner hall, he found Lady Kurahana lying in her own blood. Her breathing was shallow, her strength fading. She smiled faintly, whispering, "Do not fight for us, Ryo. Fight for the truth." And as her hand fell lifeless to the floor, something inside him broke. Ryo tied her black mask around his arm, not as a sign of rebellion, but as a vow that truth would never die. The empire branded him a traitor. His name was erased from the records. He vanished from Kyoto, wandering across Japan, from the snowy peaks of Hokkaido to the silent coasts of Nagasaki. Wherever corruption rose, a shadow appeared, a nameless swordsman who defended the weak and punished the unjust. People began to call him the Silent Blade, a warrior who spoke little but whose sword told the stories of the forgotten. He sought no glory, no praise, no home. Every strike of his blade was a prayer, not for victory, but for peace. In silence, he carried the weight of a nation's sins, walking the lonely road between redemption and legend. Years passed, and the Silent Blade faded into myth. But travelers told of an old man who lived in the ruins of an ancient temple near Kyoto. Every spring, he planted cherry trees around the graves of those he had lost. And when the petals fell, he would whisper to the wind, "May no warrior fight for kings, but for peace." Centuries later, when that temple was rediscovered, no one found his body, only a rusted sword standing upright in the earth. Time had not claimed it. On its blade were carved three simple words: "Truth never dies." Red paper lantern moral: even in silence, truth speaks, and the greatest warriors are not those who fight for power, but those who fight for peace.